Hello, welcome to my channel. My name's Sarah, the Stoky Potter. I've got a glaze kiln opening for you today. But before we get into it, I just want to say thank you to every single one of you that has subscribed to my channel so far. I achieved my goal that I set for myself of 500 subscribers. I'd set it hoping that I would achieve it by the end of the year, having started my channel in June, on the 12th of June, I think it was. And I've kind of beaten my own goal, and I'm really grateful. Thank you so much to all of you. And my next goal is 1,000, so we'll see what happens. And I have got lots of pieces in progress. I've got some drying, I've got some waiting to go into bisque, I've got some waiting to be glazed. So there's going to be quite a few kiln openings coming thick and fast over the next few weeks on the run up to Christmas. So I am going to get straight into it, and I haven't peeked, and I'm trying to remember what's on the top shelf actually. I think it's all mugs. They're all mugs and they're all single glazes because I've decided I want to just celebrate some single glazes. So glasses on. And let's see what's happened. So cone 6 firing, I put one of my cones in. I need to buy some more actually. So let's see what happens. Ooh. Oh, I'd forgotten. I've also got a couple of experiments in here as well. Okay, so this is a spoon rest, which is a refire. So I did the Mayco workshop, didn't I, in October, at the beginning of October. And when I first took this out the kiln the first time, it had got the red brick engobe on, and I really didn't like it. So I decided to refire it with the black engobe. Or I actually put it all over because I didn't like what was underneath it either. And then I've gone over it with sapphire float, 2 coats just on the inside. So black engobe, sapphire float. I really like that now actually. Got a little tiny little bit of the original red engobe, ever so slightly peeking through, look there. But I'm loving this black engobe. It's my second time using it. I've used the sparkly before, which I like, but I really like this. Definitely going to be using that again. Okay, this is my cones. So that's my 6. So a hot 6, and that's my 7. So yeah, 6.5 probably actually. Would you agree? 6.5? Excuse me, I got something in my eye. Okay, I will show you. So last year I made a snowman. I'd got some clay left, and I think it's a buff clay, speckled clay. I made this snowman, and then I didn't do anything with it. My intention was to make a little hat to go on top of it, and I didn't do it. It sat in a box. So I thought I'll glaze it. So that's my snowman. In hindsight, I probably should have put snow on. I ended up putting white opal, Mayco white opal on. So he's a bit brown. So he doesn't actually look like a snowman, but he's got a little hat. So it's all open, as you can see. And there's his little hat. It does look like a snowman, just brown snowman. Been in the sun. It's had too much sun. That's what it is. Oh, cute. Whether I'll sell it, I might just keep it for myself, actually. And then so the ongoing saga of the clay. Is it stoneware? Is it earthenware? The actual earthenware clay fires up to 1160 degrees, and I fire up to 1180 with a 15-minute hold. So it takes it to a cone 6.5, as you saw from the cone pack. I made these angels as a test because I've got some rolled out clay and I thought I'll do some testing for Christmas stuff. This is the template. Well, I used the tutorial that Sheila from Cozy Ceramics, Sheila, posted quite a few weeks ago now. This is my attempt, and it's using what I feel is stoneware, and it's not slumped, it's not blistered. Yeah, it's done what I wanted it to do. And on here, the glaze is Cromarty, which is a local company, and it's their crystal line of glazes. And this is Wispy Blue, and it's 2 coats. And I really like that. Very simple, really pretty glaze. So their crystal glazes are low fire glazes, but you can take them up to, like you can with Jungle Gems, you can take them up to hotter temperatures. I'm happy with that. It's not super tidy. I literally just threw them together. I was running out of time. I'd got, like I say, I'd got some clay rolled out, so I thought I'd do it. So that's that. And my next experiment for Christmas is, okay. So a little gnome mug. So this is a silicone mould. You can see it doesn't stick out too far. So I stuck that on, and the glaze inside and out, I wanted to just keep it very simple and very neutral. And this is Mayco white opal. And actually on my white stoneware clay from Draycott, from Pot Glaze Draycott white stoneware clay, sorry. I like that. I'm really pleased with that. I wanted to keep kind of the throwing lines in as well, just to give it a little bit of dimension. But it's cute, that is. So I'm definitely going to be doing more of those. So the gnome is stroke and coat tuxedo, snow on the beard, Mayco pink gloss on the nose, and the hat is red Amaco velvet underglaze and green Amaco velvet underglaze. And in fact, no, yes, that's true. I'm telling fibs, people. The inside is Mayco opal, Mayco white opal. The outside is just clear. So it's just clear, yeah. Sorry about that. White opal on the inside, clear on the outside. Yeah, happy with that. Very simple. These are my Amaco phase glazes, the 4 that they released last year. So they are the Teal Drift, Lunar Pink, Night Rain, and Floating Lavender. On the inside of all the mugs is white opal, Mayco, 3 coats. On the outside of the mugs is each of the colours, 3 coats only. And on the handle, 2 coats only. Okay, so I've got 4 mugs on this top shelf with those combinations. So I'm going to start with Lunar Pink. Oh, that's come out lovely. Happy with that. Sometimes I just want to celebrate a single glaze. No fancy combinations, just one glaze on its own. Really happy with that. And then, like I say, on the inside, I've got the white opal. And I really like that white opal. It's my first time using it in a mug. Chuffed with that. Loving the variation that I've got on the Lunar Pink. What I've tried to do, I think it was Michelle that suggested coat it. Michelle and other people suggested putting one coat on one way and then the other coat on the other way. So that's what I've been doing. Trying to remember anyway. This one is Teal Drift. Gorgeous, gorgeous glaze. Look at that beauty. Again, just one glaze. And white opal on the inside. I think that was my stomach. Really stable. I took it literally, as you can see, right to the foot. And that was a bit of an experiment because I really wanted to test. I knew it was stable. I wanted to see how stable, and that is like mega stable, isn't it? So happy with that. Next one is Floating Lavender. Slightly different style for me. I used profile rib. Look at that. Gorgeous. That's probably my application more than anything. I'm loving how it's kind of, we've got this variation. You can tell that I've only put 2 coats on the handle. I probably could get away with 3 coats because it is stable, but I like, actually, I do like that. And again, white opal on the outside, on the inside. And then for each of the mugs, I got my brush and I literally just feathered it along the rim of the mug. Now this one has got a crack and it went in with the crack. So I'm not shocked by that. I knew about that. I will do the water test, and it's a surface crack. It doesn't go all the way through. So if it passed the water test, I will be selling this as a second. Well, attempting to sell it as a second anyway. And then the last one on this shelf, oh, so beautiful, this glaze. This is Night Rain. Gorgeous. Again, mega stable. No movement whatsoever. And 2 coats on the handle. Really liking that kind of definition with just the 2 coats. White opal again on the inside. Happy. Happy bunny. Right. This is going to be a surprise because I have, oh, I'm missing a sheet. Might have to pause you if I can't remember. Let's go. Ooh. So we have another angel. very simple. I just put white opal on. Again, it was more a test of the clay, really, because it's very thick and a bit rushed and still cute, but yeah. And these are nichrome thingy-bobs, don't know what you call them, hanging things. Thank you to Kay from Mud Souls Pottery, who sent me the link for them. So thank you, Kay. Because I was buying them and they were saying that they were mid-fire, going up to like 1250, whatever. And then every time I was taking them out of the kiln, I'd touched them and they just disintegrated. So this was a test in a lot of ways. It was a test for the clay, it was a test for the glaze, and it was a test for the little hanging thing as well. So I've got another one with the hanging, and this is using the Chromarty glazes. This is candy floss. It's lost a lot of the pink, which I kind of expected it to. What I will probably do, now that I've seen it on just bare clay with nothing else, is I'll probably put the candy floss over, I might put it over the Mayco pink gloss actually, to really hopefully brighten up the pink. But again, cute little angel. And then I've got 3 big pieces in the bottom. What should I go with first? Plant pot. So as you know, I've been making myself some plant pots. And this is, let me tell you, I'm calling this deep sea combination. So we have tropical teal, in and out, tropical teal Mayco, in and out 3 coats. It's gorgeous glaze. I love how, again, it's like the deep ocean, which is why I've called it deep sea. And then I'm sure you can tell we have night moth. 3 coats or 2? 3. So 3 and 3. Sorry. The inside, I rushed the drying process, put it in the kiln pre-bisque for a pre-cook to try and speed up the drying, and I put it in at 200 degrees for a couple of hours, and that was an error because I should have put it in at 100 degrees for however many hours. So it actually broke off some of the bottom of the pot. Outside is fine. Again, this is for me, so it doesn't matter as long as it's watertight. But I'm really happy with that. And what should I save for last? I'm going to save my frozen pond bowl. So I might have mentioned, I think you might have seen in a recent video where I'd got some houses drying. This is one of them. And I'm a little bit disappointed. That's the front. I'll show it you first and then I'll tell you about the glazes. So I slab build these. I have a gingerbread house cookie cutter mould that I use. So I like the roof, loving the roof. This is green Jasper by Mayco, 2 coats. The hearts are Mayco Ruby Slipper, 2 coats. They needed 3 in hindsight, but I was rushing as always, and I need to learn my lesson. And then the outside, the walls are, and that's the sheet I haven't bought. I'll put it up on the screen. I think they're white. I think it's white opal. I think I put white opal because I've got it out. And I wanted a really subtle cottage. I didn't want it to be screaming. I just wanted a really subtle. And again, this was kind of more a test, really. A test for the clay, because it's the clay that I wasn't sure. So it's stood up. So what I'm thinking is the tub that I've got down there, I'm thinking that that's probably the earthenware, actually. So I'm really pleased with that in terms of what I wanted, mostly. It's just, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I should refire it and put something else on the walls? Or would you leave it as it is? Does it make it look like a cottage that you kind of find in the woodland that's been left abandoned and needs to be loved again and brought back to life? Yeah, I do love making them. So I've got 2 ready to go into bisque just down here. So we'll see what happens. Do you want to see my frozen pond? So this is my second attempt at frozen pond. And holy moly, I'm happy. Check out my bowl. Show you the outside. Look at how close that was. Oh God. Oh, so happy. I started off being very uniform with my running hot chowder dots, and then I kind of just lost the will to live, and I just started putting them on wherever. And I'm going to start doing that from now on, because I think I quite like that randomness of them rather than being so uniform. And they're beautiful. That's the inside. I'll tell you what it is. So we have 3 coats of full coverage inside and out of Mayco Raspberry Mist. Then we have Running Hot Chowder Spectrum, 3 coats of the dots, 3 sizes, big, medium and small, applied with the sponges. And then 2 coats of Amaco Iron Luster over the whole thing. Gorgeous. I'll get some photographs. But Running Hot Chowder is just an amazing glaze, isn't it? I can't believe I'm so late to the party, really. Really happy with that. Really happy. Oh, pinhole. One pinhole. Is it a pinhole? There. Two pinholes. Oh, they're opposite each other. That's odd. Oh no, 3 pinholes. I'm going to stop looking. Anyway, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. There we go. So that's it. So question, do I refire the house? Do I put something else on the walls, or do I leave it as it is? Comments, please, suggestions, or leave it as it is. Okay, that's it for today. I am going to be reloading this with the bisque, and I'm in the process of making 1 million mugs. and they're going to become animal mugs. So I've already done my frog mug. Looking forward to more animals. I'm not going to tell you, I'll save that. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the likes, all the comments. If you don't already subscribe to my channel, please consider it. Have a look back at maybe some of my previous content, and yeah, join me in my journey with clay and glaze. But in the meantime, wherever you are in the world, I hope you're all having a fabulous day, and I shall see you all next time.